So these are some of the, I have a teaching company course on cosmology. I've taken a few astronomy classes and studied astronomy, studied the earth sciences, I've studied physiology and anatomy, I've studied a little bit of Eastern philosophy, gone through meditation training a little bit. Spent time studying, trying to find out which religions are more true, and have a better better grasp of reality than other religions. Which religions are more closer to the truth, and then the ones that are more less likely to be true. Tried to listening to scientists and philosophers and doctors, trying to understand where I fit into this reality. What is reality? Is it all just within our own minds? Is our mind an illusion? Is the soul separate from the physical brain? I've been asking myself questions like this since I was a child, and I'm leaning more towards science. It's becoming more apparent to me that throughout the dawn of the ages, humans, without the aid of instruments, devices for extending the senses, without a careful measuring and understanding of the physical world, that they've come up with a lot of their own ideas through long discussions and speculation, and the inner workings of their own imaginations. That most religions are a result of that, and have come out of that, come out of people's yearnings, hopes, dreams, wishes, fantasies, and also the need for people to be entertained also. So I've recognized that religions that were in the past were a way of people, a diversion from the normal routine, and a way of people coming together as community and people to give their lives meaning. And what was unknown, people had to make up stories to cope and deal with the unknowns. My problem is that, like, the scientists seem to think that they are separate from what they're studying. They always talk about, like, the Big Bang and cosmology as if they are somehow standing apart from from the outside, looking at what's going on, like they are somehow separate from the workings of the cosmos. And it's always odd that I find it that they are trying to they are overly objectifying their own position in the scheme of things, that they don't see how they are themselves attached and tied to and connected to the big picture of what they're trying to explain. Which brings me to the problem that I'm just trying to get into and discuss, as is the existence and the non-existence of the self, and the perception of timelessness. If there is the unperceivable process of being not there to know you're not there. If you're not there and you're not experiencing your own self, then why is it never discussed that everyone presumes that, especially the atheist people, presume that there was never going to be another life? Well, I found a book, actually. I've been reading this book here, and it's kind of interesting. I don't think he really delves too much in reincarnation. Well, I'll have to read it some more. But I think this is on the right track here, because if people understand that you can't not exist. That's what I'm trying to say, is you can't know what it's like not to exist. And everyone seems to think, everyone seems to presume that non-existence is a bad thing, that non-existence is something that you're supposed to avoid non-existence, and you're supposed to like fear it. And why? I mean, what difference does it make if a billion years goes by, if a multitude of universes are there, you know, if there's all these other universes that have been before and that will be again in the future, and if when you die there's nothing for you, there's no time for you, then it doesn't matter how many other universes come and go. It doesn't matter how many other universes there are. What matters to you personally is that you don't experience any time, because you are not there. If you're not there, you're not experiencing any time, then an infinite, it's just a matter of probability, given that if infinity exists, if there's a big bang and then it evaporates and then there's other bangs, or if there was a big bang before this, or there will be, or if there's parallel universes, or if the universe never dies, if the universe will change into another universe, then if you're not there to know this is happening, for you personally, when you're gone, you don't know you're not there. That's what I'm saying. And if you don't know you're not there, then it's all arbitrary that you're here anyways. So what I'm saying is that you didn't have any say-so in coming into existence personally. It was whatever you think, however you behave, however you live, you're forced to continue to exist in some other form in the future, because you can't just not stop existing and expect that you're gonna be there and you're just gonna know that you don't exist, because it won't be that way. You will always be aware. It's forced on us. Once we come into existence and we never know what it's like not to not exist. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? I don't know. But they don't have an answer. None of these people have any answers. And I'm looking for answers. I don't like that it's like it's presumed that you're supposed to know these things. And that adults, since I was a little child, the adults that I thought knew these things, that were smart people, the priests and the teachers and the scientists and all of the scholars and the guys, the people that write movies and books and make stories and all that, they're privy to some knowledge that's, I don't know, and I should know that. This is really important for me. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thank you for stopping by.